Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Wednesday, September 28, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. By becoming a member of the High Stakes Patreon, you will have access to our best team picks, total picks, parlay picks and much more. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Los Angeles Dodgers vs San Diego Padres. I certainly do not want to make a habit out of fading the best team in the MLB, but I think that is the play in this game. The Dodgers are almost guaranteed to clinch the best record in the majors sometime in the next few days, while San Diego is fighting for a playoff spot. Los Angeles has the top starter in the NL on the mound in this game, but Urias is going to have his workload closely monitored as the playoffs approach. Meanwhile, Musgrove has been one of the top starters in baseball as well, and the Padres cannot afford to manage his workload. San Diego has been in good form of late and has value on Wednesday night. Our team pick is San Diego for the win. In the second half of the regular season, there has been a huge dominance from these pitching staffs, as the Dodgers have a .196 batting average against, while the Padres are pitching to a .246 batting average against since the All-Star break. Both teams love to implement their bullpens into the game, and for good reason, as Los Angeles is second in MLB this season with a 2.97 bullpen ERA, while San Diego is 13th in baseball with a 3.81 reliever ERA thus far. The under has hit in 10 of the last 14 Dodgers games, as well as in the last 5 Padres games against a starter, with a sub 1.15 whip, so go with under 7.5 runs here as well. Our total pick is under 7.5 runs. Texas Rangers vs Seattle Mariners. The Texas Rangers are eliminated from the playoff race, but they have a nice opportunity to ruin the Mariners' season, so there's something to play for in this matchup. The Rangers entered Tuesday's battle against the M's riding a 3-game losing streak and have dropped 6 of their previous 8 contests overall. In his lone home encounter with the Rangers, George Kirby tossed 5 scoreless innings and yielded just 2 hits and a walk. Texas prefers to hit the lefties and holds a 93 OPS plus against the right-handed pitchers in 2022. On the other side, the injury-depleted Mariners will have a difficult job against Martin Perez, and I'm expecting their bullpen to make the difference down the stretch. Seattle's relievers have registered a 3.49 ERA and 2.76 FIP in the last 10 days and 28.1 innings of work, surrendering 0 home runs in the process. Also, Eugenio Suarez's return is a huge boost for Seattle's offense. He's 2-for-5 with a home run against Perez and holds a 157 OPS plus versus the lefties in 2022. Our team pick is Seattle Mariners money line. Martin Perez has been doing pretty well on the year so far, according to his baseball saving page, as he is in the 93rd percentile in barrel percentage. He has been giving up a little too many free passes as he has a 7.9 walk percentage. Perez throws 6 different pitches: sinker, changeup, cutter, fastball, curveball, slider, and his curveball has been hit the most as it has a .563 batting average and a 1.000 slugging percentage. He faced the Mariners 3 times this year and is 0-0 in 17 innings and gave up 6 runs, 4 earned, on 14 hits with 2 hit by pitches, 11 walks, and 23 strikeouts. George Kirby has been doing well this season when diving into his baseball saving page, as he is currently in the 99th percentile in walk percentage. He has been doing well getting strike 3 as he has a 24.8 strikeout percentage thus far. He has a 6-pitch arsenal: fastball, curveball, cutter, sinker, changeup, slider, and his best pitch has been his fastball, as it has a .217 batting average and 69 strikeouts right now. Kirby faced the Rangers 3 times as well as he is 1-0 in 16.2 innings and allowed 4 runs on 14 hits with 2 walks and 12 strikeouts. Both offenses have been doing very well in the previous 7 days in terms of their batting average of balls in play, BABIP, as Texas has a .286 BABIP, while Seattle has a .317 BABIP in that stretch. Throughout the month of September, the Rangers are 28th in the sport with a 5.00 team ERA in 23 games, while the Mariners are 8th in the majors with a 3.45 team ERA in 22 September games. These teams are averaging 8.4 runs per game in their regular season matchups against one another. All in all, go with the over to hit in this game, as it seems to be the best bet here. Colorado Rockies vs San Francisco Giants. Colorado has already been eliminated from the playoffs and is in bad form coming into this series. The Rockies were swept in a 4-game series against San Francisco last week before losing 2 out of 3 against San Diego over the weekend. Their 13-6 loss to the Padres on Sunday was their final home game of the season. They are now going on the road for a 9-game trip that concludes with 6 games against the Dodgers. Colorado has the 5th worst record in the National League and is going to finish in last place in the NL West. San Francisco has been one of the biggest disappointments in baseball this season, failing to match preseason expectations following its breakout campaign in 2021. The Giants are likely going to be eliminated from playoff contention later this week, but they are in decent form entering this series. They swept a 4-game series at Colorado last week before taking 2 out of 3 in Arizona over the weekend. San Francisco will play a 6-game homestand against Colorado and Arizona before traveling to San Diego for its final 3 games of the season. The Giants were 8.5 games back of Philadelphia for the final NL wild card spot entering Tuesday's slate. They have not been a good offensive team this season, ranked number 23 in batting average, .233. Second baseman Thairo Estrada leads the way with 122 hits, while second baseman Wilmer Flores has 117 hits. Left fielder Jock Peterson has hit a team-high 22 home runs. They are facing a Colorado pitching staff that is the worst in the MLB, posting a 5.07 ERA. San Francisco has not officially announced its starter for this game, but rookie right-handed Sean Gell is expected to start. He allowed 2 runs on 6 hits across 4 innings against Colorado last Tuesday. Gell has allowed 9 runs in 10 innings this month, posting an 8.44 ERA in 16 innings. He was optioned to AAA following his start last week. This is a nice spot to back Colorado as a road underdog against a San Francisco team that is on the verge of being eliminated from playoff contention. The Giants do not have a strong starting pitcher on the mound, which means they will likely be using a mix of relievers to get through this game. Urena has not been good overall this season, but he is in a nice stretch entering this game. He has posted a 2.12 ERA in his last 17 innings on the mound, including 5.2 strong innings against San Francisco last week. The Giants have not been a good offensive team this season, giving Urena a chance to lower his ERA even more. Our team pick is Colorado for the win. The Rockies had some higher hopes for this season, but they find themselves in last place in a hotly contested National League West. Considering they play at Coors, their pitching numbers are awful. But they have been just as bad on the road as at home. Entering this series, they hold the highest staff ERA, second highest WHIP, and they have allowed the most runs per game in the majors. They serve up a staggering 5.88 runs per game at home and 4.92 on the road. Opposing teams are hitting for the highest average in the bigs, and they have the lowest strikeout rate. It has been a nightmare from the mound all year. After a majestic season in 2021 when they ran away with the National League West crown, the Giants have fallen back to earth in a big way this year. After a promising push after the All-Star break, they have fallen well back of the wild card and will likely miss the playoffs just a year after hosting a playoff series. The Giants have not been mathematically eliminated yet from the wild card race. They had a strong bullpen combined with elite starting pitching last season, but the loss of Kevin Gausman has hurt them. They have given up 4.31 runs per game this year, up from 3.66 a year ago. Their run production is down significantly after they averaged 4.88 runs per contest last year. In 2022, they are at 4.36. Second baseman Ford Proctor was recalled from AAA on Saturday, recorded his first big league hit Sunday, and figures to be a part of the Giants' infield in the coming future. Jose Urena will take the hill in a rematch against the San Francisco Giants in the second game of this road series. He faced them last week and gave up 2 runs over 5 innings. He comes into this rematch with a 5.34 ERA, 1.62 WHIP. The Rockies had some higher hopes for this season, but they find themselves in last place in a hotly contested National League West. Considering they play at Coors, their pitching numbers are awful. But they have been just as bad on the road as at home. Entering this series, they hold the highest staff ERA, second highest WHIP, and they have allowed the most runs per game in the majors. They are still serving up 4.92 runs per game on the road this year, so their pitching issues have not been exclusive at home. Our total pick is over the total.